Wowza. Okay. What's going on, YouTube? I am HotMessNess, MUA, otherwise known as Vanessa. What's my name? My name is Vanessa, I think. These days, I don't know. I look a little half done right now. I got some really bold brows going on. Let's take a look in the mirror. And my contour is pretty extreme. There's a reason. There's a reason. We're doing this today. We're doing Jeffree Star concealer and powder. Now, I have been using these things for a minute, but today's video, we're going to test the theory that I have said many times before, that I am too old to bake. Now, I am never one to really actually think that in makeup we're too old for anything. You want to wear shimmers all up in your crease and you're 65, do you, boo. But I feel like a lot of times it does not look as good. Some of these makeup techniques that people use do not look as good when, you know, you got lines and wrinkles and things. And so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to use the concealer, give you guys a review on it, and I'm going to use the powders in the way that the gurus use the powders on my less than 20-year-old face that has not yet been plumped up with fillers and Botox. Not because I'm against it, but because I just can't afford it yet. I just haven't done it yet. It will happen, I'm sure, in time. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna tell you, as far as this concealer goes, I have used it in the way that I usually use concealer and dusted it with powder. I have baked a little bit with this formula and I like it. And then as far as the powder goes, I have used it to press into my skin. I would say, if you've seen the Nikki Tutorials version of her testing out these items, I used it similar to that. And I liked it, and I've been using it quite a bit. But I thought it would be fun to do it this way with you guys today. So I have cream contour on, cream bronzer on. I put some brows on because I looked a little bit crazy cray. But yeah, I have the shade C7. This formula, when people compare it to things like their favorites, like Shape Tape, or recently I've gotten into the Jouer concealer, just very different. It's very thin and has a lot of pigment. Now, when you're not super young, even though you may feel like you need more concealer, less is more. And putting it in concentrated areas usually gets the best effect. I'm just gonna go kind of balls out here. A little bit on the nose. And hell, why not? Let's just cut the cheeks a little bit. I like this doe foot. As a matter of fact, there's a lipstick that does a doe foot like this. And I sent a picture to Looksy like 2 years ago, a year ago, and said, hey, if you ever do liquid lipsticks, do this kind of doe foot. Don't know if she is, but I love it. As far as the packaging, it's fun. It gets hella dirty because I do makeup with my hands. I use a lot of my hands, and so I have to wipe this down all the time. I've heard a lot of people already breaking this little bad boy. I'm not there yet. So I'm gonna start by blending a little bit here. I tried to get the C5, and C5 was only on his site, and I discovered that after I was already on Beautylish and bumped back over to Jeffree Star's website, and then it sold out while in my cart. It took a long time for it to get to me. I always prefer to buy anything Jeffree Star on Beautylish's site because his just takes, not to say so much longer, but Beautylish is like 2 days. I mean, come on. So it's very light in the way this formula feels. So comparing it to formulas that are thicker just doesn't really make sense. I feel like if you want that full beauty guru coverage, 2 layers is best. But honestly, for somebody that has, you know, crepiness and fine lines and all that stuff underneath, I find that this is nice. If I want the full coverage moment, I'll go in with a second layer in specific areas. So I look nice and brightened here. What else can I tell you about this? I like it, but how I've been using it is probably a little bit different. Like I've been using the Jouer to spot treat my face. And because the color match isn't super bright, I have 2 shades. I'll throw that up in the cards if you're interested. And then I use the second shade of Jouer for under eyes, and then I use this to brighten. So I'm kind of using 3 concealers in very, very small quantities. So it will last me quite a bit of time. I do have some darkness here, so let's just hit that area too. Let's just hit it. Hit it! And I'm bouncing and blending down here. Just trying to make sure this is super pushed in. And I do have quite a bit more foundation on than usual. It was kind of an accident. I'm having kind of a decent skin day for having such a kind of shitty regular day. It's like the skin said, hey, you kind of feel like you're falling apart. We're gonna give you a good skin day. So that's 1 layer. We're gonna leave it at that. 1 layer I think is fine. Now, I'm trying to clean off my hands. This top packaging gets real dirty from my fingertips. And then your little lid, you twist it open. I hope you're not like a super clean makeup freak because this kind of thing might drive you crazy. So I top a little in my cap. It smells lovely. It's the beautiful little cotton candy formula. Now I'm gonna go back in, push real quick before I add my little bake. And I have one of those itty bitty little beauty blenders. I'm gonna coat that bad boy and kind of look up and place my bake strategically while looking like a crazy person. All this so I too can be beautiful. Huh? Now, as far as baking goes, I have baked on clients for film and TV stuff when I was working regularly to get a really nice finish. And it just kind of depends on who the person is and how their skin reacts. And I always love when you are asking about powders, and the first thing someone at Ulta asks is, are you using an eye cream? Of course I'm using an eye cream. I'm just old, okay? It gets old under here. Okay, so I feel like I am placed in a way that I would like to bake today. Going back to the other side, this is just a lot of effort. A lot of effort. I know some people do this every day. Now, I've had days where I've tested this theory and it looks great, and I've had days where my skin was like, oh, hell no. Not today. So hopefully this is one of those days that you can just see the truth. The truth. Am I too old to bake? Dun dun dun. See, I'm getting some of my crinkles under there. I'm gonna try not to be too expressive. It's not overly irritating, and I think that my little triangles are relatively set. Now, as far as the rest of the face goes, I wanna try, you know, to clean up the contour with the bake. So first I gotta go back in. I'm gonna show you what else I do with this powder as of recently to set my face. I don't usually set my face like this, but I have been since I got this powder. So I'm just gonna push it all in. And it smells so good. And the finished look, I find, looks really pretty. But it's a lot. It's a lot of extra for the everyday human. But it really does make me look like I am blurred. I feel like if you're ever somebody that puts on pressed powder or like loose powder and your skin instantly looks like a color that you didn't mean for it to look, which has always been my thing, just try it with a poofy pad. Try that instead of a brush. Now, I'm gonna go in and do my bronzing and see how this stuff reacts when you do, you know, the bake around the rest of the face. Now, you know I already did a little bit of this with the cream. So I wouldn't usually go in this hard, but hey, why not? Let's just, for the sake of experiment and YouTube and curiosity. Okay, to do my fake contour where I just covered up everything with my cream that I had already done, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Too Faced Chocolate Matte, mostly just on the edge, and warm me up a little bit more right here. It's extra, it's so extra, okay? All right, do I look even? Is this even? Now, we're gonna do the very severe baking that we see people do, that we go, I wanna do that too. Now I'm gonna take the end of the Sonia Kashuk sponge. Hopefully, I can get an even line. You know, if I do it on this side, hopefully I can get the same exact line over here. Now, I'm going to pack it all here. Ness, your face is not quite matching. Am I? I don't know. Here, how much flippin' powder did these people put on their face? Holy jeez. I'm gonna have to buy a replacement, and I just got the damn thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this end so I can really cake it on. It smells so good though, so like, even if this is a fail, it smells delicious. Not quite. See, this is more rounded and this is more straight. Oh my God. And not adding any more, just what's on the sponge. I'm gonna put it here because it's where my makeup tends to get funky, and back over the spot that I already did on my forehead with the puff, because this is gonna push it in. And then I'm gonna let this do some magic. I should do my eyes and stuff, but that'll be another video, I think.
Oh girl, oh girl.
So yeah, packaging isn't like, it's really good to inhale this, it's delicious. The packaging isn't crazy, amazing, anything wonderful. It gets dirty but wipes away clean. This is the shade Fair. Again, I mentioned that I got the shade C7. I still want to, I think I need to go actually a shade deeper. It'd be nice to have, I think it's like 13 in the neutral, the medium neutral, and then to play with 5 to really brighten. But, you know, that's sometimes the deal with concealer. Guess the only way that I could have prevented that would have been to buy at a Morphe store. I'm not gonna drive down there. It's 2:50, what about as? Oh, we're gonna go get the baby soon. So let's just move on from this. Let's take this crap off. I'm gonna go get my big fluffy powder brush. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this fluffy powder brush and clean this up. And while I'm doing it, I'm fluffing it so that way it blends nicely. It's a bit lighter than I would think I would want. But it's a nice differential so far. What do you think? And I can use it to kind of blend up anything that's funky. All right, onto the eyeballs. Ooh, that looks a little creepy right there. Ooh, my under eyes look nice from far away for sure, huh? Let's just pop a little on the eyelid because I look half naked. And the rest of the face. Okay, so what do you guys think? You know, I'm always gonna have these little spots right here because that's my lines, but I feel like it looks nice. So maybe baking is not, maybe I'm not too old to bake. Maybe I'm just too lazy to bake. Let's try a little setting powder. And we'll take a look after that. See, because sometimes that's the test, you know, then all of a sudden the skin will go thirsty. That sounded dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna try not to crack my face too much. I feel pretty. I feel like it looks nice. I feel like it definitely looks like I have a full beat. So I don't know that I would bake every day, but it's nice. The concealer's a pretty shade. I also have to say that I am not someone that is very familiar. I can't compare this to Laura Mercier or Cover FX or anything like that because I don't use powders. Oh, I need to do something about my eyelids. Well, there we go. Fix that right up. I don't use powders, loose powders every day. All I know is some of the things that gurus at one point said were amazing, and I use them, like the colorless powder from RCMA, and then also the Coty Airspun. It feels really light. I'm comfortable. I think this is good stuff for someone that is always been afraid of baking and all of that. This is not my everyday. I like to look very glowy. I feel like in order for me to hit that glow, I'm gonna have to go back in and add the glow. So highlight, I'm gonna have to add all that kind of stuff, but it's a really nice look for somebody with dry skin, mature skin. These products are nice. I like them. I buy Jeffree Star products, but I'm not a stan. I enjoy him, but I don't make excuses for every little thing. So yeah, I like this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching somebody who was a little bit afraid test out something and kind of enjoy the result. It's just a different looking result for me. Hot mess. I don't always do this kind of thing. So let me know what you thought down below. And you'll see me in the same shirt and hair in probably the next video because, yeah, we're gonna do an eyeshadow look, and I'm not gonna go through all that where I put it on and pretend like it's a different day. No, not this girl. I'm gonna pick up my kid from daycare, come back, and film an eyeshadow look. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye. Get close. What do you think? I like younger. Forget you can subscribe down here, and for more videos, click over here. Possibly there. There's places to click. Click them all.